Frank Anderson, who's the president of our Foundation for Self-Leadership, is going to talk about the foundation for a few minutes, and then we're going to dive into the plenary. So Frank, you ready? Come on up.
Is this next slide? Good morning, everybody. It's great to be here. This is really an exciting day. I want to start out this morning by just giving you a quick foundation update. It was a year ago that we launched this foundation. We had our first gala a year ago and our second annual gala last night, which was spectacular. But I thought there's a lot that's happened in this last year, and I wanted to let everybody know about that. One of the things I was aware of in talking to people is people don't know what we're doing yet, and we're working on social media, and we're working on that kind of stuff in the foundation. But I wanted to give everybody an update, and this certainly, our plenary today, is a component of what we've been involved in and up to. So as you all know, the foundation, we have kind of three components to it. Certainly advancing IFS research, we're accessing more trainings through IFS through scholarship, and advocacy and outreach to expand IFS beyond psychotherapy and within the world. Okay, next slide. I'm not doing something here, sorry. Hold on one second. Okay. So I really wanted to start with who is this foundation. One of the things that got very clear to me, we had board meetings, the board met Tuesday and Wednesday of this week, and it became clearer and clearer as we've been working so hard this year, who is this foundation? One of the things that I'm very clear about is this foundation is not the board. They are very separate entities. The board, who you can see the members of the board up there, are the people that are going to organize, help with governance, financial and legal obligations to set up the structure necessary for this foundation to be what it is. The foundation also has a group of highly qualified individuals who are part of the research development team, and this foundation is this community. There is no foundation without this community. I'm very clear about that. We are all in this together because we all have a common goal of promoting the advancement of IFS. So I just wanted to have you all take a moment, go inside, and take some ownership of the Foundation for Self-Leadership. This is yours. What have we accomplished in the last year? The board has met pretty much every other week, in addition to our two-day board meeting, which I talked about. We have finalized our foundation plan. We have prioritized our research priorities. We've developed a fundraising plan. And we've created a beautiful, compelling statement for funding. There are many of these all throughout. We have a foundation table upstairs and right outside this room. Please take a look at this. This beautifully spells out our mission, shows our goals. So feel free to take a copy of that. We have completed and approved the first Ifs Adherence Manual. It has really good results. We have a manual now by many of the people in this room and in this community that volunteered their time to create this manual, and it is a way for researchers to show that IFS is actually happening in research studies. It's a huge, important piece of what we have, and we've accomplished that this year. Yeah, a big round of applause to all the people that were involved in this mission. We also have funded our first research project. The board approved on Wednesday the first study which we're funding with your money and your support and help in collaboration with the Trauma Center at JRI, and we're going to be studying the effects of IFS and PTSD. So I want to give another huge round of applause to those folks too. It's apropos, it's one of our research priorities, as all of you know, is trauma, and this is, you know, the theme of this conference, so it fits in line perfectly with our mission, okay? And we've also, from the rheumatoid arthritis study that was published last year by one of our board members, Nancy Shattuck, we've also submitted the results of that study to NRAP in a first step to make IFS evidence-based for depression. And I am thrilled to say that we have passed the first line and we're into the second stage in that process. So I'll give another big, huge round of applause for that. So as you can see, we have been busy and we've been able to accomplish a lot, and I feel really thrilled about that. So what's in the works? We have a website that we've been working on, which we were really hoping would be launched this week, but it's going to be launched within a couple weeks. A lot of this information is on the website, so I really encourage you guys to go. We will send out an e-blast. You'll be able to see what it's launched and be able to read more about the foundation there. CSL has supported that effort financially for us, which we're very grateful for. We have an annotation project, a proposal submitted, which is a review and an evaluation of all the IFS literature that's out there. We're going to have that organized, and so for any researcher that wants to know what's written about IFS, they'll have one place to look at that. That proposal is going to be voted on. And we have a number of really exciting and we've stimulated a lot of new research projects that are in the works. One of them is a VA study. We have a group of people who are involved in the VA. Ilanit and Jan are two of our members. They received awards last night at the Gala for outstanding volunteer work in our community, and they're part of a study, the beginnings of a study, I should say, for the effects of IFS on PTSD in the VA and vet population. So we're thrilled to have them as part of our team also. The physiology study is something that you're going to be hearing about today, and you'll see and hear more about that. We're also partnering with other organizations. Many of the members of our board were lucky and fortunate enough to go to the Spirit of Humanity this year in Iceland. It's a wonderful organization on loving compassion and governance, and we're going to be partnering with that organization. We've met a lot of contacts, which you'll hear a little bit more about through that organization, and we also will be partnering, hopefully, with the Mind and Life Institute, because there's a lot of cross-fertilization, common vision, so that's one of our goals as a foundation, is to reach out to other organizations that are doing similar work that we're doing, okay? We've launched our fundraising campaign, and you saw the brochures I've showed you. Okay, just a couple more minutes. So where are we going? Where are we heading? From where I'm standing and where I'm standing and what I could see, it's endless. Our possibilities are endless at this point. Where this is going, how far it's reaching, is really kind of up to us and what we're willing to put in to make this happen and to expand IFS within the world. Just imagine IFS is widely recognized within and without psychotherapy as an evidence-based treatment in a number of mental health conditions. Imagine IFS as a paradigm that's commonly utilized beyond psychotherapy in many different venues. I was so inspired yesterday by Jody's work at the plenary about seeing IFS being used in communities and schools, in underprivileged areas, in areas of needs being brought into schools. It's expanding already. This beyond psychotherapy is already happening. Healthcare settings, university settings, a number of universities are already doing several IFS courses. So it's really gone beyond mental health and psychotherapy at this point. Okay, ready for the video?
Hands up, everybody! It's showtime!
Grab shell, dude!
Ready?
Ready!
Oh boy, oh boy!
That's it.
You got a problem, buddy? Do you?
Where is my super suit?
Spit that out right now!
You mean you don't like me?
So long, partner.
I'm joy. This is sadness. That's anger. This is disgust. And that's fear. Come on, group hug. You too, anger.
Don't touch me.
I am happy to say that
Hands up, everybody!
that Disney and Pixar are also part of our community now at this point. And we had nothing to do with it, imagine that. Okay, so how can I help? How can I get involved? A number of ways. We certainly, as I had said earlier, we need funds in order to make all of these things are happening a reality. So money is something we need. We have a huge fundraising campaign, as I talked about. So one of the things I'm going to ask, many people have contributed already financially. Contribute as much as you can, but also, if you know anybody who we should contact, please let us know. This is the way these foundations grow, as I understand. Somebody knows somebody who runs a foundation. Somebody has a friend of a friend. I've already heard this conference, so many people telling me to contact. So we have sign-up sheets outside. Please let us know who we should contact. It would be really helpful in expanding our vision. We have, and anyone shops at Amazon by any chance? Good. So if you go to Amazon's site and register through Amazon Smile, there's a list of donations that you can contribute to. The Foundation for Self-Leadership is now one of them. So a percentage of every dollar that you spend through Amazon will go to our foundation. So I encourage everybody to go to the Amazon site, look for Amazon Smile and sign up. And there's we need help. I'm tired. We're exhausted. We're working too hard, but we really need volunteer help in any number of areas. So I want to let people know that we have sign-up sheets outside also. Please help and volunteer. We can really use your help. And then we have a number of focus groups that we'll be sharing with you throughout the year that we can get your input and feedback. So why support IFS and the foundation? Because of all the models that have arisen, managed to help the human condition and alleviate suffering, we believe that IFS is the most accessible, intuitive, and permanent form of healing available. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the day.